friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Veronica. On my channel, we're talking about the traveling internationally, cruising, what to pack with you on your travels, as well as the vlogs when I'm providing tips and tricks for your traveling experiences, especially overseas. If you find this content helpful or useful, please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and click on that notification button. The focus of today's video will be the personal item on international flights. What bag I bring with me and what I pack in that bag. And of course, you might have a carry-on, you might be checking some bags, and this specific video is about that personal item that is not a purse. So let me show you the bag that I usually bring with me. And some people say, oh, this is too big. The other person would say, oh, this might be too heavy. How would they allow a personal bag this big to carry on the plane? But I'm going to tell you that on international flights, especially when airlines only worry to weigh your carry-on item, not your personal item. In this case, the personal bag might be a very smart solution for all those heavy items, the personal items that you can stuff in it. So this is my personal item. And at first, it doesn't really look that big. So this is a backpack, but it can open up into a larger bag and become your second carry-on item. As long as this bag is on your shoulders, the airplane staff or the airport security will not consider it as a carry-on and would not weigh it or look at it the same way they would look at the carry-on. So you can fit a lot of items in here. So people told me that this bag looks too heavy, especially when it's empty and you just look at it without stuffing it yet. Just keep in mind that when you're stuffing this bag with a lot of heavy items, or maybe even your clothes, you want this bag to be sturdy and not rip. So this bag is extremely sturdy. I had a lot of different items in it before, and I could always rely on this bag doing its job. This bag is for ladies, and it has a lot of different pockets. Different compartments for wet clothes, for dry clothes, and it also has a special zipper that opens up this bag and makes it bigger. This way you can stuff even more things, especially if you bought souvenirs, you're bringing something extra with you back, and this bag can convert into a much larger backpack. My travel companions who saw this bag when it opened up were really surprised that I could get away with carrying this bag on the plane as a personal item and putting it away in the compartment for carry-on bags while the airplane staff would allow me to do so. When this bag completely opens up and let's say it's completely full, you can't really put it under your seat, so you'll have to put it in the overhead bins. I have been using it for a couple of years now, and it's always my go-to bag for that personal carry-on item. So prior to that bag, I had something else that I was using for the personal item. And a lot of times this bag I would put inside of my carry-on and then open it up when I needed extra room or extra bag for all my clothes or souvenirs. And this is the bag I'm talking about. It's made by Travelon right here. So it's rather compact if you wanted to pack it with you, put it in your carry-on or in your luggage bag. But this bag has been extremely sturdy. It's very light. I could always pack so many items in it that it always surprised me. Now I'd like to share the items with you that I place in that personal item bag. So if you have the overflow of clothes and you want to place a couple of clothes or something, maybe underwear, inside of your personal item, the best way to do it is with the packing cubes. And there are all kinds of packing cubes available, so you can pick and choose what works best for you. I have different sets of packing cubes. For example, this one, maybe I'll pick 1 or 2 bags out of here to put my clothes. And the reason I like packing cubes is because you can put actually dirty clothes in one packing cube, you can put clean clothes in the other one, and you can all pack it in the same bag. So it's not all messed up. Plus, when you go through the security, a lot of times they want to look through your bag for whatever reason, and at least your clothes are not just falling out, especially if it's in your underwear. So there are different varieties of packing cubes. You have compression packing cubes that after you put clothes in it, you can actually compress it and make it smaller. That might be great for your personal item because you don't want those things to take up too much space in your bag. So you can put some of your items in those compression packing cubes. The next item that I usually always bring with me in the personal bag is the medicine. My medicine usually goes into one of those cute little bags. I have a whole video with the information about what I take with me on the long flights or international trips. So check the link in the description below to that video, and it talks about every single medicine that I put in there for those long flights and those 2 or 3 week vacations. So check them out. So you definitely bring a couple of items for the airplane comfort, and that could be your neck pillow. And this is the one that I like to bring with me. I have different colors of this neck pillow. It is a pump and it is a pillow that blows up, and then you can blow it back into this little container. I like how small and compact it is, because all the other pillows I had before are not as comfortable, or they're kind of bulky and it's hard to fit them in your bag. So check this out. The links to the products will be in the description below, as well as the links to some videos that I made all these products that you can check out separately as well if you're interested. Besides the neck pillow, of course, I'm going to bring the earplugs, and these are not going to be the electronic earplugs, because on the longer flights, those noise canceling earphones will stop working and I will have to charge them. So I always want to bring something basic that will fit in my ear and will always be able to reduce that noise. So I really like these. They're very comfortable. I sometimes even sleep with them if I want to get rid of the noise in the room, in the hotel, or even at home. So these are made out of silicone and I highly recommend them. If you're flying through different time zones, you will have that light on the plane, so you want to bring a mask. And this is a great contouring mask that goes around your eyes, and it's comfortable. It blocks all the light. They come in different colors, different shapes and forms, and I'm going to leave a link to the ones that I'm using. So for long flights, I do use compression socks. So if your flight is over 8 hours, 8, 10, 12, 14-hour flight, you definitely want to have compression socks on, especially if you are over 40. You're worried about your feet or your ankles to get swollen on those long flights. Definitely bring some compression socks. And I usually bring 2 pairs, one pair to fly there and another clean pair to fly back, because a lot of times you do not have a capability of washing your clothes or washing your socks while you're at the destination. So make sure you pack a couple of pairs of those compression socks. In my previous video, I talked about the money belts and where you can hide your valuables, maybe your jewelry, your cash, your passport, and things like that, maybe even your phone. So we talked about money belts, and I will also leave a link to the video below so you can check it out. I do like something that is flat, that goes under your clothes. It can be around your waist, the money belt looking like this. It is RFID blocking, so you can definitely put your credit cards and not worry about it. And the one I use a lot too is over the neck. You can actually hide it in your vest, under your sweater, if you don't want people to see where your valuables are, especially your cash or your passport. But if you're going through security, it is a very convenient way to put everything in one place and then take it off for the security screening, especially when you go through customs and you have to show your passport, you have to maybe pay a fee or anything like that for a visa. So you would like to have everything in one place. It is like a small purse for me, so I use it at the airport a lot while I'm flying to a new country. And then after I'm done with it, I can put it back in my personal item bag. So during international travel, you always need to weigh your carry-on, your luggage, and things like that. And a lot of times they will have it in kilograms overseas in Europe, for example, versus in pounds in the United States. So you need to have scales that will do that for you, that transition. And you want to be able to weigh your luggage or your personal items or your carry-on when you're returning back home, because there's always weight limits. A lot of times they will weigh your belongings while you're flying back. Not your personal item, but your carry-on item. So I bought this specific one many years ago, and you would like to get something that will be both in kilograms and in pounds. All of my electronics I try to pack in one place, whether it's the wires, the extension cords, and the adapters for international travel. I bring this bag here that fits all of my electronics in one place. I really like to bring with me this extension cord. You can plug in multiple things to charge everything, and then you can plug it into the adapter when you're traveling. But I like that it's compact, it folds like this, and it is rather small to put in any bag. When you're traveling overseas, make sure you research the country you're going to and see what kind of adapters or what kind of plugs are going to be used in that country. So you can either buy an adapter like this one online if you're going to Europe. This has a European plug. If you're flying to United Arab Emirates or South America or Asia, you might need a different adapter. So definitely do your research in advance and get either a generic one like this one that I'm using all the time when I'm going to Europe, or you will have to buy a specific one for that country. Do your research, because the hotels that you're going to stay at might not have just the regular USB plugs for your phone or your other devices. So you will need an adapter. And then you can also plug an extension cord that I showed you to use with this adapter. So in my previous video, I talked about where you can hide your valuables, and we're talking about specifically your jewelry, your cash, and maybe it is not a money belt that you're carrying around. So what I do is I bring the scrunchies like this that I can wear on my hand on the plane, and it has a hidden zipper, and these scrunchies can hold my jewelry, especially during longer flights. Your hands might get all swelled up, your fingers, and then your jewelry doesn't fit and you want to take it off, or maybe you're sleeping and the pillow is on your neck, you have large earrings, you want to take them off. So put it in the scrunchie, hide your jewelry in one of these things, and do not take them off your wrist. Do not put it in your hair. And this is how you can hide those valuables. As well as if you're bringing some cash with you, or you wanted to tip somebody on the plane, or maybe the taxi driver when you arrive to the destination, and you don't necessarily want to bring the wallet or dig for your money belt in your personal item bag. So another item that I always bring with me is a little mirror. And this mirror lights up. I really like it. It's very compact. This way you can do a makeup, especially if you're at that destination that has really bad light in the bathroom or the mirror is too far out. This mirror has the magnification and has regular mirror, and then you can clean up your face on the plane or use it at the hotel. So let's talk about a couple of items that I use on the plane a lot. First of all, when I'm getting on the plane, I'm usually wearing regular shoes or sneakers or whatever you're wearing on your feet. But then as you have long sitting time, you want to get into something more comfortable. So I do bring these travel slippers that I showed before as well, but I like that they fold. And it's easy and compact to put them away. And you can use them in the shower in the hotel room. You can use it on the plane. So the slippers unfold like this, and then you can fold them back up when you're done. So it's very convenient for the plane. If you're in the shower in the hotel room, it's comfortable. You can keep your feet clean, and you can put it in the pouch once you're done with it. I like to talk about personal hygiene items, especially when you're traveling to a foreign country, overseas, somewhere you've never been before, and you don't really know what to expect. So a lot of times when you're going on those long tours, when you're traveling by bus and the bathroom on the bus might not be the best equipped, or one time I was traveling, the bus door would not lock. So you pretty much had only one hand to hold the door and the other hand to go to the bathroom. For those kind of situations, you want to have something that will be comfortable, especially for ladies, to go to the bathroom with. So what I always bring with me is this funnel for ladies. It comes in the pouch like this. It's hidden away, so you can actually use it in different ways. Let me show you. So this is what this funnel looks like. It's made out of silicone. I used it during my surgery when I couldn't sit down or go to the bathroom. And you know, in some countries, the toilet seats are completely missing. So you cannot really sit down on the toilet. So this funnel even has an extension. So if you need to use it, you will have something extra in this pouch to take with you. And then the funnel folds because it's silicone, it's rubbery, it folds, and you can put it back in this water-resistant pouch. As we've been talking about the personal hygiene items, let me show you the toiletry bag that I bring with me. I found this on Amazon. It is clear. You can also detach a portion of this bag. So it opens up, and in here I have not only my toiletries, but also my makeup. So if I'm going for a week-long vacation and I want to bring the bag and all of things inside of it, I can bring this clear bag. It's easy to use it. It's great for airports when you have to show your liquids through the clear bags. This part detaches from the bottom. This has all of my makeup. The other piece has all of my toiletries, and then you can hang the whole thing in the bathroom. If you have something extra like shampoos, you can put it in a separate bag. And I have these travel silicone containers where I put my shampoos in. And I also like to bring a full-size soap with me. And this is the plastic container that holds the soap. Or some hotels don't even have anything. So it's good to have a round bar of soap. If the large bar of soap with the container is too big for you, you can purchase the smaller ones online and just pack it in your bag. But definitely bring some because you will need it. So let's talk about a couple of electronic devices, specifically fans. I bring a mini fan with me, especially if I'm going to a hot destination, because even some of those nicer hotels might not have good air circulation. So you want to bring something, especially if you're on the cruise or you're going to hot tropical destinations. So I have this mini fan that I can plug into my extension cord or adapter, and it's a great way to get a little bit of a fan going in your room. For the airplane, I have a personal fan, and this looks like this. It has a little stand right here so you can put it in front of you on the little table if you're hot, or you can clip it to your shirt. If you don't have one of those neck fans, or they're maybe too bulky to take with you on the plane, I usually bring this one instead. And it is, of course, can be charged via USB. So if you have a plug on the plane, you can charge it, or if you bring your batteries, it's a great way to handle it. Many times people have been asking me what this is, and I would show them that this is a fan, and it was always very impressive to other people because they've never seen anything like this. Or they don't really maybe sell them in Europe, they don't sell those neck fans or one of these devices. So this is a great way to cool off while you're traveling, or if you're going to those hot and humid destinations. This fan has multiple speeds, and it has USB-C connector, same connector I would be using for my cell phone, or to charge the cell phone. You know, nowadays the Apple phones come with USB-C connectors. The best way to charge it is with a portable battery, especially if you're on the plane, you don't have access to the power supply. And I have my own portable batteries that look like this. They do have that USB-C connector, and it can charge my phone, it can charge some other devices that I bring with me. I bring a couple of them. One of these batteries can charge my phone twice in a day. They do last for a while. It's easy to bring it and pack it in one of your purses, so you can always have an external battery for your phone or your critical devices. The one last item on my list is the water bottle. I bring the water bottle that is made by Brita. It has a filter, it is insulated, so I can always refill it with water anywhere I go. Even in the countries that have really bad running water, this will filter it and it's safe to drink. I swear by it. I brought it on all of my trips because once you arrive to your destination, you might not have good filtered water, or you won't have time to purchase water, and you're extremely thirsty after the long flight, so you can actually refill it in the bathroom at the airport and drink it. And yes, it will be safe. I tried it myself in different places, and it was always safe to drink that water. So if you don't own one of these bottles yet, but you're a frequent traveler, make sure you get one of these because they're a lifesaver. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Watch out the videos that I'm attaching to the description below, and check out the products that I shared with you today. Thank you, and I will see you soon.